In today's video, I met with a follower who bought 2 houses for $380K and is flipping them for $840K, making a profit of $211,000. He spilled all the secrets behind his flipping so you can learn how to make those profits yourself. Let's check it out. So how much you buy this property for?
I bought them for $382,000.
Both of the houses?
Yep.
And how much do you think it'll be worth once fixed up?
We have comms that show we can sell for $850,000.
Do you think it's worth it?
Absolutely.
All right, can we go check it out?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. Okay, so tell me, this is the living room. This is the first property, so there's 2, right?
Yeah. Tear this down, turn it into 2025 ultra modern downtown style property. And we have 2 baths already here, which is good. That way we don't have to do any additions. So basically right now it's going to be mostly cosmetic for this one.
Have you done anything yet to this property?
So the only thing we did was basically the clean out because they had tenants in here.
Is this new?
Maybe? The previous owner bought it.
Oh, okay.
So this was all inherited. We're gonna change the backsplash, change the cabinets and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Cabinets, new appliances.
And then we're gonna take up the fan here and put a cooling system.
So how did you get this deal?
So actually, I have local connection with the wholesalers, and it's easier for them to send me properties when they first get it.
Because you already have relationships with them.
So it's very important to build a relationship. So we're gonna update this driveway to a pure concrete driveway.
Okay. How much is that going to cost you here?
We have quotes from $5,500 to $7,500.
How much are you going to put into this property then?
So each of them, I'm going to put in $80,000 each.
Okay, $540 plus some holding costs?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long do you think you're going to hold it for?
To be realistic, about 6 months. So that's about $30,000.
And you're going to pay about what, 6% at the end of the day? That's about $55,000? 57. Okay. Yeah. Now we're at 629 is your total cost for everything?
Yeah.
But you're going to sell at 840, so you're going to make 211.
Thereabout.
And you only put $7,000 down.
Correct.
So do that 211 divided by 7. So 30x return on investment.
Yeah.
30x is 3,000%.
Yeah.
Holy. Good work.
Thank you.
Okay, walk us through here. This is one of the bedrooms.
So this is going to be the master. We're going to rip out this bathroom, take out the tubs and do the tile from floor to ceiling.
Come check out the bathroom.
Take out all the old lights, recessed lightings, vanity, 2 sink for a couple.
Okay. What do we got over here? A few more bedrooms and stuff?
Yeah, so we got 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom over here. So we got, this is like the general restroom, compatible for the area. I call this the children's room. It's pretty tiny.
You don't need a closet in here to make it a bedroom in Texas? What are you going to do? Close this off?
Yeah.
So what he's going to do is he's going to open this up.
So we're going to open that up, close this out, and have a little tiny closet. So we're going to close out. This is the window that we're going to frame up.
So how long ago did you close on this?
It's been about 90 days now.
Is that including your holding costs that you already went 3 months in?
Yeah.
So you have 3 more months of rehab, you're saying?
Correct.
So what has taken
the most amount of time?
Yeah, why has it been 3 months and not much work? Because you had to wait for the tenants to get out?
Yeah. So the tenants being in the property, we had to strike a deal for them to leave. I give them $2,500 each to leave. Yeah.
Okay, so it came up as an
unexpected fee.
Expense.
Yeah.
Would you say that in your experience flipping that you come up with a lot of unexpected fees?
Yeah, definitely. That's something everyone should consider. It's not all rosy, right? You gotta make it count for unexpected expenses.
Do you have a contingency budget when you're doing these
so
flips?
every budget I make make sure I have at least 10% of the budget goes to contingency.
All right, walk us through this one here.
So this is a 3-2 as well. Living room, pretty little. We got the kitchen, which I like the layout. So we have the restroom here. This is the general, not the master. And then this is the master.
You're going to keep these floors?
No. So we're going to change the whole flooring. We're going to redo the popcorn ceiling in some areas. Make sure they don't have any asbestos or whatever in there. And then redo the texture, paint. Okay, so basically
explain that to people. How did you determine what things needed to be done in the house in order to get the highest after repair value?
Because I checked my comps around and seeing what other people are doing. So if you want to be in the same category with those guys, then you have to do what they're doing or do it better than them. I use PropStream. I have realtors that I tell them to keep me posted and all that stuff. So they let me know what I'm working with.
So your relationships have helped you out.
Helps a lot.
So tell us about how you started. When did you start and what did you do to start out?
So I started back in, I think 2021. I started with wholesaling. So I would drive for dollars.
How long did you drive for dollars every day?
It wasn't a daily thing. When I started, I was doing it passively. So what I would do is I knew what to look out for, right? Overgrown grasses, house looks abandoned and all that stuff. So periodically when people go to work and all that stuff, maybe like twice a week, I take the day and I drive around the neighborhood and I try to figure out what houses look abandoned, and then I'll copy down the addresses and I'll go back, I'll use my system to look it up and see if there's any activity with the houses. Most of the time, the houses are really abandoned, so now we have to skip trace and find the owners and figure out how to dispose the property.
How long did it take for you to get your first deal wholesaling?
I want to say at least 6 months.
And so after you got your first deal, how long did it take you to get your second?
Honestly, it didn't take long because then I already knew how to get to the process, find the houses, get to the closing table. I had family members calling me, friends. Hey, I have a property that I'm trying to let go of. I can't make my payments. I'm moving. So it kept coming.
So when did you then switch to doing flips?
The company I worked for at the time, the owner, he did both. I saw the numbers he was making per flip. And I was like, no way. So I was like, okay, now what I have to do is find my first flip. My first flip was like a cosmetic flip, pretty easy.
You found the deal yourself?
Yeah, 30 days and I flipped it.
So now how many flips have you done since then?
I've done over 10 flips.
10 flips, and this will be 11 and 12?
On 12. And this year, we're expected to do another 12.
You want to do 12 this year?
Yeah, because now my network is bigger. I'm bringing on, it's not just me right now, I'm bringing on partners and all that stuff, so it's easier.
What was the biggest lesson you learned?
Analyze your deals.
Would you start again knowing what you know now about real estate investing?
Absolutely.
Why are you investing in real estate to begin with? Like, what's your goal? What's your reason why?
My goal is freedom. Also, I get fulfillment from knowing that people are getting sheltered because I'm doing the work. When I do the work, we get in a family here and they get to stay here and make memories and all that stuff.
What's your goal? Like, is there a certain amount of flips or a certain amount of net worth you want to be at?
I would say at least 1,000 units.
Rental units?
Yeah, by 35.
35. How old are you now?
26.
Holy
yeah.
Is there anything you want to lead people to at the end? Like you want them to go check out your Instagram?
Yeah, you can follow us at czhomes.us.